What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to bring you a brand new raid build for Charizard and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This Pokemon just came out from the event, and I want to show you the two different builds I think are best for it. And of course, guys, you're new to the channel, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, I really appreciate it. So, I recognize that a lot of people want to use Charizard in raids, but how good is it actually? Charizard has a really good special attacking stat with 109 and a pretty decent attacking stat at 84. So I show off two builds here that show off both the physical attack and the special attack. So I'm going to begin with the special attacking set. And the special attacking set, I will recommend that you want to have your Tera type to be fire, because I do believe Charizard is going to be one of the strongest fire Terramons in the entire game right now. Haven't had enough shards to actually change this one, but based on the calculations, this thing should be an absolute beast. So the item I'm going to give it is Charcoal, because we want to boost our fire damage by even more, because we're going to go all fire on Charizard. You could put an item like Life Orb, but I don't want to sacrifice too much health on it because we are going to be running the ability Solar Power, which is the hidden ability of Charizard. So Life Orb will take away some of our HP whenever we do damage, but increases our attack by 1.3. Solar Power is a 1.5 boost, but we also lose HP. So if we stack both of those, it may be too risky, and I don't want to risk too many deaths. Even though we do max our HP and max our special attack and go full Modest, I'd rather have just Charcoal to get that 1.2 boost on fire moves, because that is our goal here. So our moveset for special attacking Charizard is going to be Sunny Day. That's actually going to be very important. That's going to be our turn 1 move. Because with Sunny Day, we can set up the sun, which is already going to give us a 50% boost to all our fire moves. Also, it's going to reduce water damage by 50%, which we are weak to, so that is going to be really nice. And it's going to proc Solar Power, which will give us a 1.5 boost for all our special attacks, which includes Flamethrower. So we're getting another boost, and we're going to be doing some massive damage. And Flamethrower is going to be the big attacking move on special attacking Charizard. You could run Inferno or Fire Blast, but I like how Flamethrower pretty much does not miss and does have a small chance to burn. So I think it's the best fire move. It's the most consistent here. And then for other moves, you can run Air Slash, because Air Slash is stab, so it's going to give you some great damage. You can't run Hurricane because the sun will make it so Hurricane only hits half the time. So Air Slash ends up being the best flying move for a special Charizard. And then your last move, I recommend Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse is going to be a very consistent, high damaging move. You could have Focus Blast, or you could have Solar Beam here. Solar Beam is actually a really interesting move. It does 120, but you need to have the sun up. Dragon Pulse is just a general move that I like to have here. So you can think of this as a free slot. So you could put down Dragon Pulse. You can put Focus Blast, which I don't like. I call it Focus Miss, or Solar Beam. So Dragon Pulse or Solar Beam is really your two best moves on a special Charizard set. Now for, in my opinion, the much better good Charizard set, which is why I made my shiny into this Charizard. So one, you want to have that Tera type to be flying. So it is going to cost 50 Tera shards to get that. But that is going to actually be key, because physical attacking Charizard actually ends up being one of the best, if not the best, flying Tera Pokemon for raiding right now. And we are going to be using Citrus Berry, because our reason is we have Belly Drum. So Charizard is one of the lucky few Pokemon in the game to actually receive Belly Drum. So we sacrifice 50% of our HP to get +6 attack. And that is enough of an HP drop to proc Citrus Berry, which is going to give us a little bit more back, so we're in the green. But the big combo here is the move Acrobatics. And Acrobatics is a crazy good move. So Acrobatics is a 55 power move. When the user is not holding an item, this attack is doubled. So this becomes a stab 110 damage move, which is actually crazy. A 110 damage stab move, and then you Tera on top of that, and now you essentially got adaptability because you're doing double stab, and you're an absolute beast of a Pokemon. And we have Blaze as our ability here because we don't need Solar Power, because we don't care about the sun. We don't actually care about a special attack boost. So Blaze ends up just being better because you don't want to lose HP. Solar Power actually ends up being a negative, and Blaze is just like whatever. So essentially we don't have an ability, and that's okay because we don't really necessarily need one here. Of course, we're running max attack, max HP. We're going to be doing Adamant Nature as well. And you may think, oh, Charizard only has like, what, 80 force physical attack? Well, Azumarill only has 50. Yes, Huge Power doubles that stat to 100. But that is only 16 less than Azumarill. And you know how good Azumarill is. And we finally have a flying belly drummer who can do crazy damage. And flying is one of the best offensive types in Pokemon in general. So this is going to be your go-to for sure, especially against anything that is going to be grass or bug or fighting. This is going to be your go-to raid Pokemon for those types. You could do this in neutral as well, because as I said, flying is one of the best attacking types in Pokemon. So Charizard's going to be pretty good. Your biggest concern with Charizard is obviously, for either set, is going to be facing something that has a rock move. You're 4 times weak to rock. It will definitely get killed. I would not say Charizard is better than Iron Hands or Azumarill. So let's test out Belly Drum Charizard on a 6-star fighting Espeon raid here. We should do a good amount of damage. The big thing about Charizard is we don't have a way to actually drop their stats. And this is going to be a little bit more difficult in solo play. If you're playing online with friends or even with randoms, they'll probably have some support Pokemon that have Screech, which would make this build a lot more effective. But I think we can actually solo a couple of these 6-star raids. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start off with Belly Drum. Obviously, get that +6 and then pop our Citrus Berry. So now we got this Belly Drum off and we're going to be +6. And now our Citrus Berry is going to proc, healing us above 50%. And luckily for us, this Espeon does not have a super effective attack against us, so we're going to be good to go here. Tickle's going to lower our stats, unfortunately, which is not great. Our attack went down by 1, but that's okay. We're still going to be +5. This Acrobatics is going to do a good amount of damage. And if that was +6, that would have been over the 50% mark too. We did get a massive crit, though. And we're going to do this again. It's probably going to set up his shields, which is A-okay with us. Side Shock. Oh, that's why I lowered our defense stat. So that's actually going to do quite a bit of damage. And now it's got his shields up. So I'm just going to... We're +5 still. So I'm going to just start blasting through the shield a little bit. All right. Recover the stats. This is A-okay with me, honestly. Probably going to fall here at least once. But that's still a good chunk. We need to just get our Tera Orb now, because at this point, we just really need to showcase the Flying Tera Stab. And of course, we're doing solos on a 6-star, so expect yourself to faint a couple of times. So now we're going to try to proc off this Belly Drum and then go into more Acrobatics. And we should be 1 attack away from our Tera Orb. Psychic, do we survive? We do survive. And he stole my Tera Charge. So soloing is a little bit hard. I'm going to heal up. I don't want to lose that +6 that we just got. And hopefully it does something like a tickle against us and we can just go in heavy. Psychic again. That's going to do a good amount. We may be able to actually survive a Psychic. So I'm going to go for an Acrobatics now. It's going to be a roll. That's still a big chunk without Tera. Calm Mind. So he's definitely going to kill us next turn now, for sure. And he got attacked before me, unfortunately. You hate to see it happen like this. You hate to see it when the game decides to go twice in a row on you. That's all good. He's going to remove our stat buff anyways, but that's unfortunate we couldn't get 1 attack off first. And now he's +1, so this is actually a little bit scary. I'm going to go for a Belly Drum again. All right. Launch this Acrobatics off. And that breaks through the Tera Shield. Even though we didn't get the animation for it, still going to get a free attack on me, but that's all good. That's all good. And now I can Tera into Acrobatics here. And this should be a 1-shot KO unless it somehow outspeeds me and attacks twice in a row. Which sometimes, you know, they do that. Sometimes they steal your turn and do that. But now we can actually pop off. Charizard with balloons out here. Let's get it. And there we go. So that was a 6-star solo with physical belly drum Charizard. Not as clean as I would want it for the video, but that is sort of a realistic way to show this off here. And I'm not going to go cash this, but that's a realistic way that this fight would actually go if you're trying to solo. Of course, if you're playing online, this would go a lot better. Like I said, if you have some sort of Screech support to lower the defense, it's going to be pretty good. I do not believe that Charizard is better than something like Iron Hands or Azumarill, but if you want to use Charizard in raids, this is definitely going to be the best set to use. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.